What's up, saucy gamers? Welcome to another episode of Abstract Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a gun that I've actually used quite a bit. Used it at Revelations X, Fertile Crescent, loads of times at Pev's Paintball, once or twice at FAL with the other Rev games and other events that they have. Today we're going to actually do a full in-depth review, not just an unboxing, not just a saying, wow, it looks cool. We're doing a full-out review of the 6mm Pro Shop SA58 FAL. So, start off, I'm going to actually read off some of Evike's specs on the gun, which I have so nicely prepared for you all. The length of the Type C FAL is 845mm, weight is 3,100 grams, inner barrel is 330mm, the magazine capacity is 500 rounds. It only accepts Classic Army, JG, Echo 1, or Lancer Tactical mags. It will not work with King Arms mags or Ares mags. They are completely different mag types. FPS, according to Evike, is 390 to 410. Actual FPS, in my experience, is 380. It has negative 14mm threads, a V3 gearbox. It's wired to the stock with small Tamiya, and has an adjustable hop-up. Now, that there was the Evike specs for the SA58. In my experience, it actually chronos more around 380. That was out of the box with .2s. I actually had it chronoed at Balak. That was the first time I ever used it. Now, inside the V3 gearbox, it's just pretty standard parts. 18:1 gear set, really a standard torque motor, not high torque, not high speed, just standard motor. But everything you'd expect to find in like a JG or a 6mm Pro Shop gun, you're gonna find it in here. It's nothing out of the ordinary, nothing to gawk at, nothing like crazy. What I did find though was how crisp and nice, personally in my opinion, the electric blowback. Now this here is the mock bolt. It actually has a functioning bolt lock and a bolt release here. So I press that down, it slides forward. You can actually see in some of my videos, it sounds really nice. I actually enjoy the sound of it a lot. I think it's cool. Some people don't think, they're not a huge fan of electric blowback. You know, if you're running a speed type gun or something that's for high performance, you're not really going to be using electric blowback because it'll limit your performance. This isn't really a high performance gun. You shouldn't expect it to be a high performance gun unless you want it to be a high performance gun, or unless you upgrade it to be a high performance gun. But this is just a standard gun, you know. In my experience, this gun is very reliable. I've only had one issue with it. It was the first day I was at FAL, or the second day at Rev X. It was very rainy, and I think I got water in the gearbox, so occasionally in semi-auto it would shoot 2-round burst or 3-round burst, which was weird. It was really just an issue with the semi-auto cutoff, but that fixed itself once it all dried up. Other than that, I've actually never really had an issue with this gun. It's performed great. It's really only stock parts in it. I never felt the need to upgrade it. Never felt the need to make it better than it already is. It performs great. It reaches out. The only suggestion I would make personally, internally wise, is to change out the bucking. So the original hop-up and bucking system, the hop-up unit itself was kind of not in a good shape. There were some parts that weren't properly machined off, or taken off. There's some excess plastic all inside the hop-up. I shaved that out myself. The hop-up bucking is just your standard poopy black bucking. You're going to want to get something better. Personally, I found great use with the modified flat hop, or alternatively the Crytek orange bucking. Now that actually is what I have in here right now. Performs great, lifts 0.3s to 0.36 fantastically. It works great. So I definitely say switch out the bucking. Inner barrel if you want to, don't really need to. And other than that, I say that's really the only upgrade you should need to do to get this into a nice, well-performing place. Now working externally, I'll go from the stock forward. With the stock, you have this nice rubberized butt pad. It's actually really comfier than most guns. I'm not a big fan of like the plastic butt stock, but this one's nice and rubberized. It's like actual rubber, not just painted on. So it feels really nice against the shoulder. It'll keep in place when you're aiming down sight, or when you're aiming it. The stock itself is just your standard ABS plastic stock. It's nothing to gawk at. It's not like some nice high polymer. It's just plastic. It's not going to break on you anytime unless you decide to like chuck the gun at the ground. But it does its job, and it's pretty nice. Personally, actually, you'll notice it's green. I painted it green because the Belgian FALs, which lo and behold, I'm wearing Belgian M90s. So I wanted to make a Belgian kit. They used to use FALs. Nowadays they use the Scar platform. and some other weird platform. I'm trying to remember the name. It looks like a Galil, but not. But yeah, I wanted to use the FAL platform because it's nicer. It's a more unique system. Most airsoft scars are kind of bad anyway, so I went with the FAL because it looks cool, and yeah, it looks really cool. The entire receiver is made out of kind of a basic cast iron, cast metal. It's not like steel, it's not like stamped steel, it's just cast metal. Not to say that it's bad though. It feels really nice. It doesn't feel like it's going to break on you anytime. It hasn't broken on me, and I've had it for over a year. I've used it many times already. It performs nice, you know, it's not going to break on you. And the paint on it hasn't worn off yet. It is painted, but I don't see it wearing off anytime, so that's really not anything you have to worry about. The Picatinny rail on the top here actually works. It's not loose. Optics aren't loose on it. I have this nice short dot scope on here right now, and it's secured pretty tight. I don't see it getting loose anytime soon. The entire upper rail portion here, the entire upper part of the receiver is actually held on by these nice flathead screwdriver bolts here. There's 4 on this side, 6 on this side. So yeah, it's secured on really tight. It's actually, when you take those off, you'll actually get access to the blowback system, which is really easy to take out if you don't want to have blowback, or easy to maintenance on, should you find ever any need to maintenance on it. Moving forward, again, we have the receiver bolts here. There's one on this side, one on this side. You unscrew these, and the entire this entire front portion of the receiver will detach from the back, and it'll give you access to your hop-up gearbox, everything you need to work on. I think personally it's a lot easier to take apart than M4, because with M4 you have to actually take off the pistol, you have to take off the grip, pistol grip, you have to unscrew it, take out the motor, then you got to take out the receiver pin, you got to take out the stock pin, or the stock bolt, which connects it to the buffer tube or stock. With the FAL, you literally just unscrew this, unscrew these screws on top, and unscrew this one screw here, and it's completely disassembled. You got everything you need to work on. So really easy to take down, easy to maintenance on. So talking about the electric blowback, I kind of stayed on it earlier. It's not going to break on you. It's really crisp, feels nice. I would have liked it painted more of a metallic gray instead of like a black, because the real FAL and the Classic Army actually, they do it right. They have the slightly grayer than the receiver here. Honestly, I could just paint over myself. I painted the grip. It's something you can paint over too if you want, but it's not gonna, just the color isn't gonna make any difference in performance, so nothing you have to worry about there. My experience with the gun. I touched on it earlier. I'm gonna go in depth now, because that's really the most important part of this review, is making sure that you know what you're buying. If you're looking for an airsoft gun that you're gonna be able to find extra parts for, you're gonna be able to find magazines for, and something that you know, something that's gonna be easier to tech on than other guns, this probably isn't the gun for you. The magazines are really hard to come by, especially here in the United States. The only places I was actually ever able to order the magazines from was on HopUp, which is the app for, let's say, Airsoft Craigslist, or ordering straight from Classic Army Shop in Hong Kong, because you can't find the magazines on Evike. They're always out of stock. Same with Airsoft GI. You can now, with the gun, as I said earlier, you can run Echo 1, Classic Army, JG, and Lancer Tactical mags in here, because they're all from the same OEM. They're all the same gun, all the same magazine. So if you find the mags, go ahead and pick them up, because they're so rare to find. They're so hard to find. They typically go around for like 15 bucks a magazine, like both mid caps and high caps, same price. Classic Army has this nice big 1,000 round brick mag for about 20 bucks. So it's hard to find the magazines for this gun. And that's really, I think that's one of the biggest setbacks, is because I like this gun a lot. I like the platform. I like how cool it looks. I like how it's unique. It's hard to come by. But I only have 2 mags. It's not like for an AK or an M4 where I can have like 8 mags on me and like have 2 in my backpack, 6 in my chest rig, and then 1 in the gun. Like, I only have 2 mags. So if I run out of ammo while playing a game or while doing an op or, you know, whatever, I'm kind of shit out of luck. I'm screwed. So would you get this as your first gun? No. To put it simple, no. Because magazines are hard to come by. It's a unique platform, so you're not going to find as many upgrades or external parts for it. The hop-up unit you can upgrade. You can't, I should say. The hop-up unit you cannot upgrade. It's pretty proprietary. I can't find any replacements online, either straight from Classic Army Shop or anywhere else. If you do find an upgrade or a full metal hop-up unit, please let me know, because the one here is polymer. It works fine, it works great. Metal's gonna be a little bit better though, because it'll last you longer. It's a little more sturdy, but it's really hard to find upgrades for this other than anything standard, like external wise. Internals, it runs a V3 gearbox, upgrades are plenty. But external wise, you're pretty much stuck with what's on the gun when you get it, because it's hard to find parts. Why would you want to run this gun? It's an FAL. It's a rare platform. You really don't see it that often in Airsoft, especially the shortened SA58 version, because Ares and King Arms, they have all their FALs out there, the nice long ones like the L1A ones. But for the SA58 variant, hard to come by, hard to find. That's really the selling factor. That's the reason why you're buying it, is because it looks cool. So that's my in-depth review for the FAL. Yeah, it's a pretty cool gun. I like it. So with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Abstract Reviews. And I'm gonna show you my dog. Come here. Come here. You guys probably already know. My channel is all based around my dog. This is him here. He's my little baby. My little buddy. His name is Barley. He's 8 years old. He's a little Bichon Multipoo. Bichon Multipoo poodle. He is just the light of my world, dude. He's an awesome dog. You're an awesome dog, right? Okay, don't lick me. Come on. He's cool. He's really cool. So, content on the way. I'm doing another review here shortly on the G36 by JG and the G&G UMP45. Those are going to be the next two guns I'll be doing a full in-depth review for. Abstract Complaints. It's a series I'm going to try doing. If you guys have looked on my channel before, if you have any interest in the SA58, I have 2 videos that actually use this intensively. I'll actually have a link in the description below to that video where it's a video I use this gun the entire time. I use it heavily at RevX, so I think it's some of my Revelations videos. You should see it in there. If you see any videos from, like, say, AFO Airsoft, there's going to be some times where I actually use this as my main gun. I'll have a link to his channel down below as well. It's my friend Josh, really cool guy. So I'm also a moderator on the AFO Discord. I'll have a link in the description below, so if you guys want to check that out. We're pretty cool. We're all October Halloween themed right now, so it's kind of spooky. I was scared a little bit. I saw a skull and I was like, ugh. So yeah, trying to think other stuff to say before I end the video. I'm gonna have a video about the HPA and Elite Force BB beef going on right now, so I'm gonna hook you up with the goods. Like how in the past I did that Elite Force MP7 video, which actually flopped the gun itself, not my video. So I'm gonna do a follow-up to that. I got to look at it, test it out. Thanks to Patriot Army, I went down there, checked out their guns, checked out the MP7, got a nice personal review on it, like personal take on it, which I'm gonna post here soon. So yeah, that's everything I have to say. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos, and please like and subscribe, upvote, and give me some good boy points. Take care.